My name is Bruno.
My name is Paula.
I'm Moline Kumbemba.
My name is Maria Casasos.
I'm Shira Guerin.
I'm Muthoni Moya.
And I'm Chris Pulpit.
My name is Richard Went.
Pablo McSheen.
Tony Wilson.
I'm 33.
38.
49.
17.
I'm 53.
And I'm 55.
46, almost 47.
I'm 25.
I'm also 25. I'm 43.
My name's Srinda. Actually, I'm from here. I brought up here. My parents, my dad's from India and my mom's from Singapore.
From Zimbabwe.
Portugal.
Portugal.
Spain.
My mum's Mauritian, so British Mauritian.
Britain.
I'm from Kenya.
And I'm from the UK.
Here in the UK.
Same.
I am Black British.
I'm British, white British.
British Asian, I suppose.
White Asian.
I would say kind of Black British.
My understanding is that it's a state of well-being in which every individual realizes the potential that they have and they are able to cope successfully with the challenges of life, our daily challenges. That is a healthy mental state.
For me, mental health is anything to do with the mind, the thinking, the reaction to that, the feelings.
I suppose what mental health means to me is people that kind of struggle in some way. So it can affect us all. I don't believe it's just one group of individuals. It's a place that we all can get to, depending on circumstances or situations.
Well-being is the overall physical, emotional well-being of a person.
To be, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never really heard that word pop up, to be honest. So I don't actually have an explanation for that word.
When I think of well-being, I feel about kind of the ability to manage your emotions well, to kind of, like a healthy lifestyle. So talking about issues if things are kind of worrying you, but also what you put in your body, like you say, like nutrition, exercise.
I think that this is a very delicate issue because each one is different. But very often when you see that your behavioral patterns change, you think that something is definitely going at least different. If that continues, definitely there is something wrong that needs addressing.
When a person starts to not be able to function properly, something it's kind of really getting into interfering with daily life.
I suppose when you start to isolate yourself, we find it a lot with the communities that we work with migrating. They're already isolated, they're already feeling like there's this massive separation from home, Portugal, wherever, to here. So it's all of a sudden they're in a new place, there's limited language, there's limited kind of social networks. Just being isolated can make you feel really, really fragile.
Like when you're young, you just take it. When you're strong and you think I can't put up with it. As the time comes up, you're getting older and you're not strong enough to fight. I always used to just keep quiet. I'm dying inside and I'm dying outside.
To be honest, I think maybe mainly because of lack of resources and stuff like that, there are people who are institutionalized because they are called MAD, what here we call mental health, because there isn't that same understanding. From where I come from, mental health is associated normally with witchcraft. Like somebody maybe used a bit of juju for you to go mental.
Here is more, you get more background for that people, more help for the people with mental health than Portugal.
Clearly, it's much more advanced over here, and people with mental health are treated with the respect and dignity that everyone should be treated with. And I feel they get the help that they need.
In my community, there's nobody notice. It's definitely something wrong with it, but they just ignore. Or they might say, oh, she's pretending, you know. That made it worse, not telling anybody.
I think unless there's some educating going on, people tend to grow old with their mindsets.
30 years ago, the situation was very obvious because the stigma was even higher. Now, with more knowledge available and more access to it, the bridge is getting closer.
Some people, what they thought at 20, they're still thinking at 50. With educating people, with educating the public and the societies, then maybe people can think differently.
They have a lot more issues going on now, like younger people's day, than they ever did before. So I would say older generations may not be able to identify with them as well as somebody our age would.
I think there's more awareness these days than there was when I was young. So possibly I think young people are taught to understand the difficulties with mental health, certainly more than when I was young.
The younger ones won't understand. Even if they are going through it, they won't understand.
Older generations do suffer from mental health problems, but it's something that's really impacted on our generation more than anyone would think.
Ai, não sei. Chorava.
She don't know. Crying.
Tentava ir ao médico, saber.
Go to the doctor to know what's the level of the problem.
I would think the GP would be better because my family obviously would probably say they wouldn't know how it's affecting me, but they would probably think that it's just something where you can just try to suck it in. You know, it's like just like people, they don't believe that somebody might get depressed or might get stressed out. It's just, so I think that the GP would be the best.
Like I said, being such a reserved person as I am, I'd probably go straight to the doctor and talk. See, when you tell your friends certain things and then you could end up falling out, then they start using it against you. So that's another reason why I don't talk certain problems to certain people.
I would be worried, very worried. But because of the knowledge I have now, I know that there is a lot of information available and there are excellent specialists in mental health that are willing to help me. If I just open up, I know that I will find help.
Because of the stereotypical reaction, by people who don't understand mental health. And I feel they don't want to be isolated, to be boxed, oh, that one belongs there.
The word shame comes to my mind. That idea that if I admit I'm weak and I'm cracking in some way, I might lose my job, I might never be able to get in again, it might be on my files, I'm forever sort of tainted with this thing.
Because you're depressed, you don't know who to talk. Who do you tell? If I tell, these people might come up to tell them. You keep it inside, that's great. I never knew there was help here some way. You can go out, you got problem, you go somewhere. Somebody help you. I didn't know that.
It would be somewhere where I could discuss with other people as well that are going through the same thing as me. Because like I said, I have an illness and I think that doctors sometimes look at things too clinically rather than actually realising that there's a real person here with a problem.
I think easy to access to go and even people are under 15, 16, so it's easy for them to access, maybe based on schools as well. So, because a lot of people who are younger can't really get to places.
I don't think services actually at all support anyone from the BME community. I'm sorry to say it. I don't think it's about us not wanting to access services. I think your services aren't accessible, and that's the difference. If you go into a place and none of the publicity is about your community. If none of the staff team reflects you, then how do I feel that I can share my problems with you? How are you going to understand my black perspective on health, well-being, if your staff team doesn't reflect me? We're not hard to reach, the services are hard to reach.
First, they have to treat the people normal, like a family doctor. If you say go to the psychiatrist,
Estamos malucos. Malucos.
you are crazy. The names of the things are too heavy to the people.
É parvo, mas é verdade.
It's silly, but it's true.
No.
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 Do you know I haven't?
I have. I did.
I had, but only in a kind of professional kind of capacity.
You know, GP, I don't know, because I went so many times, and they say, go to your doctor, explain it to how you're feeling, and they'll give me an antidepressant tablet. That was really making me sick. And then I said, I'm feeling really down, and the lady goes, I give you the number, you dial. It took me 1 year. It really made me strong, going to counseling. I can talk to someone how I feel, what happened to me. Now I feel that, I feel good now. I feel strong. I want to do things, think for myself.